This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Cars 3 Drive to Win. In the last episode, we drove a simulator, and Steve McQueen raced against all the classic cars that I don't know nothing about, because I don't think they're mentioned in the movie. And now we got a train to be awesome, so we can drive against Cruise and some other car. Alright, anyway, let's actually get to it. I'm pretending to be bored, and I don't want to keep making videos where I'm just like not interested. That's just boring. So let's just try and enjoy it. I'll talk about my feelings on the car series in general, and I'll just keep playing Steve. I guess we unlock.
Lightning is about to strike.
So we unlock Fabulous Lightning McQueen. Fabulous. Is Lightning fabulous? Is he fabulous? Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? It doesn't change any of the story at all, but I think I'm trying to remember. I was generally interested in cars when it first came out, and I saw some documentaries about them, about how they like studied Route 66 and how cars went. And I think
we got a storm brewing
if I remember,
Heartland Motor Speedway, both in the sky and on the track. Something really big is definitely on the horizon, folks. Hey, if you're looking for speed, you came to the right place, because that's exactly what you can expect to see in a race like this one.
You think you know how to do stunts? We'll see about that.
I think, if I remember correctly, the idea of cars came from, I believe it was the maker, or not maker, one of the heads of Pixar, John Lasseter. I think it's because he was, if I remember, he was actually a big fan of, like, Cars 2, as well as some of the other characters. Some of the other people. Some of the other people who work on the Cars thing. So they decided to, you know, like all their good movies, they do a lot of research. You know, study up on different like realistic type of designs for either cars or whatever they're working on, so they can get kind of a realistic, like, oh, that's interesting. Now, what's the point of? Is that the only way you can get the charge, is by turning backwards or something like that, maybe? Ah, nuts.
Hey, don't feel bad when I win. I'm a professional.
I'm a professional car. Ah! Wow, I'm really not doing very well on this, am I? Oh, well, maybe there's certain charge-like things that you have to hit backwards to actually activate or something. I assume.
You just keep trying your best.
Okay. I am trying to do all these tricks, but I am not working too well. What was I saying about cars? But anyway, yeah, I watched the documentary, so I thought it'd be good. And the movie is a decent movie. It really is. It's not like it's terrible or anything like that. It's it just, I don't know. Maybe it's the character of Lightning himself, or Owen Wilson, who just. Oh, finally, now I remember the name of the guy who voices Owen Wilson. Maybe it's Owen Wilson. Now I hit the cow tip. Oh boy, we are not winning this at all. Maybe I have to play this on easy. I must suck that so bad that I can't even play a racing game with that. Okay, so these you have to. No wait, doesn't look like I should have to be backwards to do that.
It's subtle, but I see it.
But yeah, I think it's just either maybe the character of Lightning McQueen or something like that that I don't care about or something. But it just, I mean, I have nothing against Owen Wilson or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. So don't put words in my mouth. Don't do it. Don't do it. And
That's a solid hit right
and then they tried doing it. Well, it wasn't Pixar, but then they did a spin-off series of this franchise with planes, where they had
hey, the stands are over there. You might want to grab a spot to see me win.
Who was that one comedian? Dane Cook played the voice of the main character, which was a little an interesting choice to say the least. I haven't really watched that one. I've only watched like bits and pieces from TV or the internet or something like that, so I don't know all the details about that.
Nobody likes to show off.
I am not very good at this game, apparently. Well, you win this round game. I can't beat a E for Everyone racing game, apparently.
Oh, hey,
Then again, I've never been good at racing, I'll admit. I like Mario Kart, but I'll I can agree. I am not a expert on such a thing.
Somebody forget to take their
Although apparently I can do decent. I got to 4th place for like a brief second, you know. Because lightning comes before, or something like that becomes before lightning.
Now this is
Oh,
more
I could have. I got 3rd place. I mean,
yeah.
there's probably a thing you get if you can get a 1st place in each track. So, oh, okay, so
And I'm your host, Chick Hicks. Earlier today, Lightning McQueen finished just out of 1st place. A surprising near victory for a guy who seems to be hooked on losing. Miss Fritter, tell us, what did you see out there?
You know me. I love it when everybody's smashing into each other like we saw today. That's what racing's all about. Or at least it should be.
Well, there you have it, folks. Check back tomorrow for more highlights and lowlights with Chick Hicks, a name you can sort of trust.
I wonder how many random different dialogue that they have for this game. Like how much did they put into it? And I've noticed whoever the second commenter on is one of the cars that doesn't get chosen for the race. So I guess at one point it probably could be Lightning, or if I wasn't playing Lightning, maybe it mentioned someone else probably. But as long as we win or as long as we race a race, I guess we can unlock other areas.
Statistics.
Anyway, just redeem them all, whatever we got. Bobby Swift. Often seen squeezing past his opponents at the last minute of a race, octane gains. Number 19 is known for his wheel-to-wheel, the Lightning McQueen. He must be, maybe he's mentioned in the movies or something like that. So we still got quite a bit to go. Okay, just go to the main menu seems to be a better representation of where I'm going or what I'm racing instead of that little mini menu right there. Although I guess you'd want to do that to reduce load times, but I've installed quote unquote the game to the system so they'll run quicker. Oh, by the way, I'm playing this on the 360 and all that. I don't know if really no, it's not that matters. Let's try a different race. Arizona's Copper Canyon Speedway. I've been to Arizona a few times.
I am ready to roll.
Or no, New Mexico. Never mind. I've never been to Arizona. I was thinking of New Mexico for some reason. Yeah, we'll just choose that, whatever. What was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about planes. And yeah, it used the same like 3D type of or Pixar-ish type of animation or whatever, but it didn't seem that interesting to me. Thinking I'm not a fan of planes either. So.
On a sunny afternoon. Now, you want to stay tuned because I promise you, this will be one of the most unforgettable events of the season. Hey, if you're looking for speed, you came to the right place because that's exactly what you can expect to see in a race like this one. Now, if you want to see a racing expert at work, well, you're in luck. Here we go.
I think you're giving this game too much credit, saying it's a thing to remember, you know. But okay, so if you rev up a lot, it lets you get a pretty big boost, so that's not bad. And we got an achievement for that. I wonder if this is one of those games you get pretty easy achievements or not. Probably not. There's apparently there's a way to like jump over that to get past. So I'll give the game credit. At least there's a lot of ways to like try to like get around the track to get like little extra like little surprise. Not surprises, what's the word? Just tricks to just get around, get better spots, stuff like that. Hey, Mac, don't hit me. You're my driver, or you're my pickup, or whatever it's called when you take care of a car. But yeah, I thought the Cars movie was fine. I enjoyed it for being Pixar animated. It looked good, you know, all the standard stuff you get from a Pixar experience. But you know the main reason why they kept working on the series as they did. Not that the people at Pixar didn't like the first movie or reaction or whatever, but it's probably one of their biggest. It helps Disney sell like a lot of product because like the Cars like characters sell like a ton like for like merchandising and stuff like that. Because it's, you know, you could sell it similar to Hot Wheels, except not call it Hot Wheels, you know, that type of thing. And that has made them a buku amount of bucks. Although, I mean, you need to make money to keep a studio going in case you have some bad movies. Dinosaur. You know, and not every studio can make that every single movie perfect or excellent. But Why do sometimes people drive backwards and sometimes they don't? Wow, I am not a very good backwards. Where is this? Is this a hidden pathway, or did I just?
Hey, looks like a shortcut up ahead.
Yeah, not a very good shortcut, because apparently I lost a lot of. Wow, I am. All of a sudden, I just start messing up really badly. I'm not very good. Whoa! I'm like Rodney Carfield over here. Oh,
Hey, are you
oh
sightseeing
man.
or racing? Can't quite tell.
I'm not sure. I'm not doing.
Come on, Lightning.
We got one more chance to try and make it up there, but we're not. Wow, even the map in the corner, back corner, that doesn't show the full map. It's cut off a bit. That's a bit depressing when you think about it. I wonder if you get. It looks like you do get turbo if you drift properly. Although it looks like jumping didn't really. I wonder if you could do it right. It would give you a.
Now this is
What's
racing.
the word? It would let you jump over that one spot and get a super shortcut. I bet it would have. Hey, at least the AI knows to grab like boosts and stuff like that. So it's not stupid. I bet in hard mode it like hits everything. So.
Hey, not bad. Wow, you call
Yeah,
that
try it.
racing?
Try it. Oh, could have done better if I'd actually hit everything. Does drifting automatically get you a decent Ooh, ah, come on, man! I almost got first. Oh well, I got second. You gotta give me credit for that. I should have saved my boost for that part.
Chick's
So.
Picks. I'm Chick Hicks. Change of pace tonight. Let's talk about Arvy. He struggled again out there today for the third race in a row. Not saying he's a bad racer, just that this is one unfortunate slump. What did you think, Miss Fritter?
Well, things got pretty rough. I mean, rough for most of those whiny little junk piles, but not nearly rough enough for me.
Hey, that's all the time we've got. For Chick's Picks with Chick Hicks, I'm Chick Hicks. Good night.
I guess they don't. I guess the game doesn't always talk about you. It may talk about other racers. Okay. I was wondering if they were going to have like multiple talks for the same character. They probably maybe I've used all their dialogue for them and now they're swapping over to others. So, all right, Fireball Beach has been launched now, so I guess we can try that. Didn't earn any skills, but that's fine. I'm not trying to do that. But I was trying about the movies and I got distracted. And then I saw the second movie. Now, I'm not saying the second movie is god-awful either or anything like that, because, like I said, I'm not one of those guys that, like, you know, I'm not like one of those internet people that just, like, you know, like, says everything sucks and then gets angry about it, you know. But there's a difference between general appeal and what you like and whatever. But the thing that was odd to me is it turned from being a car movie about racing cars and all of that, and then all of a sudden it became a spy movie. All of a sudden, it was almost trying to. It seemed like the idea was they were trying to make fun of the idea of long-running franchises doing like weird stuff with characters to make it seem interesting. But they were being serious about it.
This is a perfect setting for tonight's big event. Okay, we're about to see an all-out sprint from the start to the finish. Speed versus speed. You know what that means? May the fastest car win.
Watch and learn.
Isn't that how it is in every movie or every racing thing or whatever? All right, whatever. I guess there's really no like obvious way to win or get more boost. It's just you just press the rev a ton of times and just. Man, I'm not good with backwards driving. Although I've never been good with inverted controls in general. Same with like flying simulators and stuff like that. And I enjoy a flight simulator every once in a while. Not often. I mean, not as much as I used to. But I used to be pretty. I used to enjoy like your Windows Microsoft Flight Sim stuff like that. Do they even still make that game anymore? Probably not. I haven't really heard much about a flight simulator. Oh, man.
My best moment.
Man. Not a good start, yo. Hold on. Two-wheel driving. I think the game told me how to do that. But wait, haven't I done this? Haven't I done this one before? Just a different setting? Because I have done this race before, I think. Or at least, unless the game reuses a lot of certain assets when reusing certain tracks. Well, I don't want to come in second. I want to come in first. I want to come in first, dog. Yo. But anyway, the second movie just being about like spy, which I'm fine with spy movies. I like spy movies. You know, the whole secret, James Bond and all that. I was a fan of James Bond. Awesome franchise. Although I'll admit I haven't watched like the last like 5 James Bond movies. So okay, so you're supposed to jump over those. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I'd say it's jarring because I mean we only had one other movie before that to like really work off of, but. Woo!
This view.
Okay, why did I start backwards racing all of a sudden? I thought I pressed right on my right trigger. Huh. But what was I trying to say? I don't know, just, and the fact that it was based off the most annoying character in the franchise, and that's Toe Mater, Like I said, nothing against Larry the Cable Guy. I found some of his skits funny, but he's the comedic character type, the one the jokes, makes all the jokes and all that fun stuff, and well, I mean, just most of those guys, only a few people have been able to do the comedic sidekick well in those types of movies, but most people, ever since, and this is one of the bad things about Robin Williams' performance in Aladdin is, by the way, awesome performance as Genie, rest in peace, Mr. Williams. But the bad thing is he was so good at what he was doing in that movie, that ever since Aladdin, every single comedic character has to, like, for Disney, for the longest time, had to like break the fourth wall, or make modern humor jokes, or
this is more like it.
Be loud. I wouldn't say obnoxious, but stuff like that. Like you can see kind of the use of the comedic sidekick and characters like Mushu from Mulan and other such things, or the gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame, which that's a underrated movie for what it is. I mean, for being such a dark themed movie from Disney, for all and especially with Judge Frollo and everything in that. But yeah, like completely unnecessary characters for comic relief, which I do not. You need in certain movies you need your comic relief or something like that, but for Disney they kept using the same formula to try and hit that lightning in the bottle that Genie did with Robin Williams. But funny thing about that role is that Robin didn't even want to be like, he didn't want people to know he'd been in the movie or something like that, because I think that was like one of his stipulations in his contract. I think it had something to do with like maybe being overblown, or had something to do with like okay, so you have to just tap it. It's kind of interesting that this game does have a lot of options for boosting and stuff like that to try and get certain. Man, I cannot get that drift right. Yeah, I've been kind of running on a bunch of tangents lately for some weird reason. I don't know why. I seem to be having trouble focusing for some reason. I think it's just because I'm trying to find things to do and talk about during this game that relatively doesn't have much more going for it, other than just being a racing tile. I think we've pretty much bypassed all the story at this point. That. I'm slowly trying to figure out all the speed techniques. Probably should have waited to speed later, but whatever. Get a little better at this type of stuff, but not too much. Great, hit the. Man, I was thinking I was going to get a pretty.
Can't quite tell.
I got third. At least I didn't get complete last this time. But yeah, just this. I don't know. We'll see if they have anything new to talk about.
Let's talk about living legend Louise Barnstormer Nash. She had such high expectations going into today's race. But then, what can you say? It just wasn't her day. Let's turn to Smokey. Got any old-time wisdom for us?
Well, Chick, this is why we love racing. Drama on the straightaways and excitement in every turn. I sure am looking forward to the next one.
Hey, that's it for now from TV's kinda top-rated personality, Sidekicks. Good night.
Yeah, it seems like they're just slowly changing it to other characters and stuff like that just to get something else to talk
We've
about.
got some new numbers to consider.
Ooh. What do you get this time? I think the only reason to do all these is just unlock new areas. Like, oh, we actually cut quite a few in that one. Brickyardly, the Vitoline sponsor racer who has been able to beat Lightning McQueen on number. Maybe is in the third movie. I just keep saying that because the descriptions make it otherwise. Although we never follow strictly Lightning's career and throughout the whole movie, we only see like the beginning, like they mentioned at the beginning, and he has that big race in the middle of the second one, and then the third one where they mention some things. But complete at least one race, battle race, stunt showcase. Yeah, I'm kind of almost wondering if the game actually does go into the racing those characters moment, because I'm almost feeling like this game is just racing it and never goes back to any story-based stuff after the fact. I did go on a tangent, and I never did talk about the third movie, or I finished my like talking about the second movie at all, because I can't seem to keep a thought in my head at this point. It's just me trying to show interest and stuff like that. So I think I'll do one more of these. Like I said, I'm playing this by ear. It depends on how I'm feeling while I'm recording these. So, all right. Well, in the next episode of Cars 3 Drive to Win, I'll talk about random stuff about Pixar and the cars, and kind of just drive, and kind of like a nature drive. Where you just drive across the highway for no reason other than just entertainment. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.